There is a piece of concrete in Chicago. No employees, no product, no service. $4 million a year. From an empty parking lot. The US parking industry is worth $13 billion, and most of it is owned by people you have never heard of. No factory, no inventory, no employees in most cases. Just a painted rectangle on the ground and a sign that says $8. And people just pay it every single day, forever. Today we break down the entire business. Real numbers, real math, 7 minutes. Chapter 1. What you're actually buying. First thing to understand, there are two completely different businesses here. Surface lots and parking garages, and they are not the same game. A surface lot, you buy or lease land, pour some asphalt, paint some lines. Entry cost as low as $50,000. A parking garage, you're looking at 10 to 50 million just to build. Same concept, completely different scale. But here's where it gets interesting. A 200-space surface lot charging $8 a day at 65% occupancy, $379,000 a year from painted rectangles. Chapter 2. Where the money actually comes from. Most people think parking lots make money from hourly parkers, people running in for 30 minutes, paying $2. That's actually the least reliable revenue stream. The real money is monthly contracts. A downtown office worker paying $200 a month for a guaranteed spot, times 100 spaces. That's $20,000 a month before a single transient parker walks in. And then there's event parking. One NFL game, 3 hours, $50 a car, 500 spaces. That's $25,000 in one afternoon for letting people leave their cars somewhere. Chapter 3. The margin nobody talks about. Here's what makes parking different from almost every other business. The expenses are almost nothing. Insurance, maintenance, payment machines, that's basically it. No inventory to spoil, no staff to manage if you automate it, no product that can break or get recalled. 30 to 60% profit margins. Walmart, the largest retailer on earth, makes 2.5%. A parking lot makes 30 to 60. Walmart needs $700 billion in sales to make $20 billion profit. A parking lot owner in Chicago needs one good location. Chapter 4. The part nobody tells you. Okay, 60% margins, monthly contracts, event parking. So why doesn't everyone just buy a parking lot? The land. That's the entire problem. A surface lot in downtown Chicago or Manhattan isn't $50,000. It's $5 million, $10 million, sometimes more. The business is simple. The entry cost is not. The best locations cost the most to get into, and the cheap locations don't have the traffic to justify the investment. That's the fundamental tension of this entire business. Every parking millionaire will tell you the same thing. They didn't get rich from the lot. They got rich from picking the right street corner. And then there's the risk nobody wants to talk about. Tesla, Waymo, every major car company is racing toward autonomous vehicles. If cars drop people off and drive away, parking demand drops. Industry analysts project US parking capacity could shrink by 20 to 30% in the next decade. You bought a parking lot in 2024. By 2035, it might be worth more as a coffee shop. Chapter 5. The actual math. Small suburban lot, $300,000 investment, 80 spaces, monthly contracts plus daily parking, net profit $86,000 a year. You get your money back in 3.5 years, then it's pure cash flow forever. Downtown Chicago, 3.5 million in, 527,000 a year out, 6.5 years to break even, then you're printing money. The biggest operators in America, LAZ Parking, ABM Industries, they don't own just one lot. They own hundreds. ABM Industries alone does $1.87 billion in annual revenue from parking. Chapter 6. How the smart ones win. The operators making the most money right now have figured out 3 things that most people miss. Dynamic pricing. The same parking space charges $5 on a Tuesday morning and $45 on a Saturday night when there's a concert downtown. Same asphalt. 9 times the revenue. Full automation. License plate recognition, mobile payment, no attendant, 0 labor cost. The lot runs itself 24 hours a day while you sleep. And then EV charging stations. You're already running electrical to your payment machines. Add 6 charging ports. Charge 25 cents per kilowatt. Drivers sit there for 45 minutes. You make money while their car charges. You're not a parking lot anymore. You're a mobility hub, which is a fancy way of saying you found 3 ways to make money from the same rectangle. The parking lot is not a boring business. It's the quietest cash flow machine in American real estate. No product, no inventory, no employees if you automate it. Just the right location and a painted line on asphalt that someone will pay you to stand next to. If this changed how you see a parking lot, subscribe, drop a like, and comment below. Did you ever think a parking lot could make this kind of money?